May we have it?
Please, and take it with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can go back to the wizard and tell him the Wicked Witch is dead.
The Wicked Witch is dead.
And I believe my eyes. Why have you come back?
Please, sir, we've done what you told us. We brought you the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the West. We melted her.
Oh, you liquidated her, eh? Very resourceful.
Yes, sir. So we'd like you to keep your promise to us, if you please, sir.
Not so fast. Not so fast. I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Go away and come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, but I want to go home now.
You've had plenty of time already.
Yeah. Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. I said come back tomorrow.
If you were really great and powerful, you'd keep your promises.
Do you presume to criticize the great Oz? You ungrateful creatures! Think yourselves lucky that I'm giving you audience tomorrow instead of 20 years from now.
Oh,
The great Oz has spoken.
oh,
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great Oz has spoken.
Who are you?
oh, I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
You are? I
Yes.
don't believe you.
No, I'm afraid it's true. There's no other wizard except me. You humbug! Yes, it's exactly so. I'm a humbug.
Oh, you're a very bad man.
Oh, no, my dear. I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad wizard. Well,
Greetings and salutations of peace. Purification time is at the door. Babylon greed has interfered with prophecy. From the coal mines of Hopi Land to Hollywood, the music industry, nothing could unfold as it was foretold. There was no revolution. To the background music of Jimi Hendrix, Machine Gun, and the Star-Spangled Banner, from chattel slavery to Wounded Knee, through the bloody annals of history, the stench of death and evil by Satan himself in person. Like 348.6 million sick people defecating on sacred grounds. The gods have caught the winds of change. The sin of Babylon have reached their nostrils. They are coming to clean it up. Purification time is at the door. You are now in tune. Babylon the great whore. America was raised up just to be brought down as a sign of the Almighty One's pyramid builders who are still alive. Allah is as close to you as your jugular vein. As it is written in a place for us to see, the drama of Babylon has been revealed. At exactly 47 minutes into the discourse, 9/30/2025, the Assembly of the Top Brass, the 47th President, was called to stand before the brass. Order out of chaos, the perfect design. Left wing, right wing, same bird. The concept of organized chaos as a smokescreen to later bring order and control a target audience is a strategy often attributed to political figures and movements seeking to advance their agendas. This approach involves creating confusion, distraction, and a sense of disarray to divert attention from underlying motives or to weaken opposition, thereby making it easier to implement desired changes or consolidate power. As the defense has always been the War Department. As the defense has always been the War Department, the one world order has always been. The White House has always been the big house on the plantation of North America. The Orwellian bell rings loud now. All are slaves in the cotton fields of time. Divide and conquer is the 21st century whip of control. Purification time is at the door. Trump administration uses smoke screens of chaos to obscure its true intentions and to distract from policy reversals or controversial actions. This involves generating numerous, often sensational controversies to occupy media and public attention, preventing deeper scrutiny of specific policies or their long-term implications. Examples include highly publicized, yet ultimately softened stance on tariffs or immigration, where initial strong rhetoric creates a stir, but the actual implementation, i.e., is less extreme, or the focus shift before the public can fully assess the initial claims. Another manifestation of this strategy can be seen in the use of culture wars to mobilize political bases and distract from substantive policies, debates. By focusing on emotionally charged social issues, political actors can generate fear and anger among their supporters, diverting attention from economic policies or other governmental actions that might not be as popular. For example, the debate around socialism in the United States political discourse is often framed to rile up a factional base rather than engage in a genuine discussion of policy, using countries like Venezuela as a cautionary tale, even if the underlying issue in those countries are more complex, such kleptocracy rather than pure socialist ideas. Furthermore, the strategy deployment of chaos can be used to dismantle existing governmental structures or regulations. An executive order such as the one titled Restoring Gold Standards Science, signed by President Trump, can be presented with misleading language to suggest an improvement, while its actual effect is to roll back scientific integrity policies and weaken protections against political interference in federal science. This creates an environment where scientific evidence inconvenient to political goals can be sidelined, and decisions making can be influenced by political appointees rather than independent scientific expertise. The resulting confusion and weakening of established norms can then be leveraged to reshape government functions in line with a specific political agenda. The involvement of figures like Elon Musk in political maneuvers also illustrates this strategy. Musk's actions, often characterized by chaos as content, can serve as a distraction, creating a governmental soap opera that confuses some while feeding the narrative to his and Trump's supporters. This approach can involve targeting obscure government offices, labeling them as villains, and then engaging in highly publicized smash and grab antics that appear chaotic but strategically serves to demoralize the federal government and pave the way for specific policy changes or budget cuts. The content-driven chaos can obscure the underlying strategic takeover of national interests, benefiting those who are swinging the hammer, while the public is distracted by the spectacle. Ultimately, the goal of organized chaos as a smokescreen is to manipulate public perception and create an environment conducive to achieving specific political objectives, often by weakening opposition, distracting from controversial actions, or dismantling existing systems under the guise of reform or efficiency. Now, deeper down the rabbit hole, we take a look at Charlie Kirk was shot on September 10, 2025 equals 19. So here we see the number 19 represents a code. The Defense Secretary announcement regarding the September 30, 2025 gathering of top military brass was reported on Thursday, September 25, 2025. 10 minus 25 equals 15. Tarot number 15 is the Devil card, a major arcana card symbolizing addiction, temptation, materialism, and unhealthy attachments. It represents the negative behaviors, fears, and desires that hold us back as a populace or as a people, manifesting as a struggle between our shadow self and our higher self. The card can also signify hidden potential that we haven't tapped into yet. The people are really the power, but the shadow government or the powers that be has everyone hoodwinked. So this reveals that the chains binding us are often self-imposed, and freedom is possible by recognizing our own power to change. People keep talking about a change. They ain't got sense enough to come in out of the rain. So we look at this card, card 15. So we go to Quran, which is one of my systems of divining, along with Tarot and others. Surah 15, Holy Quran, is a rock. And we reverse the rock, and we see 51, which is the scatterers, equals the Anunnaki. So here we are. It takes us to 2 days before Yom Kippur, which is today, and the three-eye atlas is communicating here, and the sun sets October 1st, concluding at nightfall on Thursday, October 2nd, which we are at now, and we have received these revelations of our immunity. Three-eye atlas is showing us something. It is actually crossing a lot of planets, and it's here now on Yom Kippur, and it's letting us know that the gods are coming, and we could get deeper and deeper into the numerology, but I don't think that's really necessary at this time, but it is very, very, very profound. So we are preparing ourselves for when Three-Eye Atlas moves behind the sun, not seen, what will happen then. And we know tonight, the end of Yom Kippur, the message is that there is something happening that Babylon cannot see. So we find a lot of people in this illusion of speaking as if they understand everything that's happening. Even the people that have these powerful telescopes and looking into the heavens don't understand. But when she goes behind the sun, what will happen? But this is only a precursor of what is to come. We have been looking forward to the 600th year, the 11th Sigi in 600 years, which will be 2027. And this is the wisdom that comes out of ancient Egypt via the priests who are now the Dogon. In 1427, they started sending out certain information that we receive it in time by the year 2027. So 3-Eye Atlas is the harbinger of 2027. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. Prepare yourselves for the return of the pyramid builders. I am Ito Iman. The Great Sphinx of Giza, a monumental limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human, is permanently oriented to face due east. This eastward gaze means it aligns with the rising sun. In the year 2025, and indeed every year, the Sphinx gaze would be directed towards the constellation that rises in the east at the specific time of observation. However, discussions around the Sphinx celestial alignments often focus on the star Regulus, the brightest star in the constellation Leo. The Sphinx lion body is thought to represent the Leo constellation, suggesting a symbolic connection. While Sphinx physical orientation remains constant, the celestial bodies it aligns with change over time due to Earth's axial precession. This phenomena causes the apparent position of stars to shift slowly over thousands of years. In recent discussions, there's particular interest in the alignment of the star Regulus with the Sphinx gaze. This alignment is anticipated to occur around Easter 2026, specifically on October 7, 2026, when Regulus is expected to rise due east at approximately 5:30 a.m. Egyptian Standard Time, which is before dawn. The significance of Regulus, often considered the royal star, has been noted by various ancient civilizations. Historically, Regulus was on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, a point sometimes referred to as the point of the Sphinx, highlighting its connection to both the lion, Leo, and the human, Virgo, aspects of the Sphinx. The star Regulus is currently located within the constellation of Leo, but due to precession, it has shifted into the astrological sign of Virgo. Prophecies and interpretations surrounding this alignment suggest that when the red star Regulus aligns just before dawn in the gaze of the Sphinx, a new knowledge will come into the world. While Regulus is typically a blue-white star, some interpretations ponder if it will redshift or if the red star refers to another celestial phenomenon. Astronomical events like the moon occulting Regulus on Palm Sunday, March 29, 2026. This occultation, ending just before dawn over the Sphinx, further contribute to these discussions. The Sphinx itself, an ancient monument with archaeological evidence suggesting its creation between 2600 through 2500 BC, possibly during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu and Khafre. Its eastward orientation has led some researchers to believe it was constructed to mark significant astronomical occurrences, serving as an ancient celestial calendar or marker. Note this: Three-Eye Atlas on the inbound trajectory. Note the words of Anunnaki here speaking from the 10th Sumerian tablet. While the Anunnaki were still celebrating the construction of the artificial mounds, Enki offered a suggestion to his brother Enlil, saying, when in future days it will be asked, when and by whom was this marvel fashioned? Let us beside the twin peaks a monument create. The age of the lion let it announce. The image of Nine-Gis-Zida, later known as Thoth, the peak's designer, let its face be. Let it precisely towards the place of the celestial chariots gaze. When, by whom, and the purpose let it to future generations reveal. Enlil agreed with Enki's suggestion and decreed, let the gazing lion precisely eastward facing with Nine-Gis-Zida's image be. Now listen closely. We now see the holy cat, the Sphinx, will be looking directly at Three-Eye Atlas, who will be in the eastern sky behind the sun. Three-Eye Atlas is a celestial chariot crossing planets with a galactic message. The interstellar object Three-Eye Atlas will be behind the sun and unobservable from Earth between late September and the end of October 2025. Its perihelion, or closest approach to the sun, will occur on October 29, 2025, during this period of solar conjunction. Note, these crossings of Three-Eye Atlas are all markings of religious observances. On October 29, 2025, the Jewish holiday Sheshvan 5786, the year, will be observed, marking the return to everyday life after Tishrei festival and the start of prayers for rain. Jewish holiday Sheshvan 5786. Significance: this day signifies a return to normal activity after the busy month of Tishrei. Historically, it was a day the last Jew returning from the Holy Temple would arrive home. Traditions, prayers for the rain began on this date in the land of Israel. October 2nd, 2025, the interstellar comet Three-Eye Atlas is expected to pass by Jupiter in March 2026, putting it well beyond the orbit of Mars on October 7, 2026. Having already made its closest approach to the Sun and the inner planets in late 2025, the comet will be on its journey out of our solar system by that time. What will Three-Eye Atlas do behind the Sun? Will it dock smaller ships in or near the sun? Will they head for Earth in time for CE 2027? One thing for certain, it has left an earth-shattering message to those who understand. This period of invisibility is due to its orbital trajectory, which places it on the opposite side of the sun as viewed from Earth, while it will be obscured during its closest approach to the sun. It is expected to become visible again in early November 2025 as it moves away from the sun and into the morning sky. Astronomers are keenly interested in observing 3i Atlas both before and after its conjunction to gather more data on its composition and behavior. The European Southern Observatory, ESO, Very Large Telescope, VLT, observed 3i Atlas shortly after its discovery in July 2025, and further observations are planned once it re-emerged from behind the sun. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory is also expected to play a significant role in detecting future interstellar objects, potentially making such observations more routine. I am Ital Iman, and you are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time. We call it the Holy Master Blaster Shaman.